hurt people hurt people. My mother, I learned, was abused by her mother. My mother was raised that in society, in the 30s and 40s basically, it was men, dog, and way below that line was women. And society at the time, we didn't talk about politics, sex, cancer, health, and God forbid if you talked about what happened to you so many years ago. So psychologically speaking, it's a learned behavior. After my mom held my arm over a gas stove for several seconds, and she just burnt the arm, skin, and I want to really get into it, but afterwards, she threw me down the stairs where I lived in the basement. When it began, in the very, age 3.5, 4, I believed I was a bad child. I cried too much, or I was always somehow getting in trouble. I believed I deserved the treatment that I received. But as things digressed, after age 8, and especially before I was rescued, she wasn't the mom anymore. She was another persona to me, to the point she used to call me David, then the boy, then it. From age 8 to age 12, things got progressively worse, obviously, between my mother and I. And I just had to develop little systems. If I would hide food in a garbage can that she would lace with ammonia. Okay, so the first time that didn't work. So now I take foil and paper towel and wrap it around the food so it doesn't maybe splash over. Or when I'm getting physically beaten, I had to learn to tighten parts of my body. When you're in the bottom of a basement, again, there's nothing. It's a void. It's less than zero. And I would hear the kids play, and the cars and the spokes, the bikes running up and down the street, and the glee, and when everything's dark, your senses are so amplified. It's just like someone banging a gong in your heart, and it just resonates and resonates, and you just feel with every breath you take, it just drains your life force. And that's when I basically almost quit.